Before they run down the hill at Clemson, they touch Howard's rock. Only if they're ready to go, because if they're not, as Frank Howard himself said, keep your stinking hands off my rock. Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Buffaloes' return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. And here he is, one of the best receivers in the game, and he just commands attention, both from the defense and from the fans.
Yeah, he's a guy you got to keep your eye on, and you're going to see him line up all over the field in this game. He can play in the slot, he can play out wide, he can run the entire gamut in the route tree as well. Really nothing this guy can't do.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Wants to throw on second down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage, forcing that incompletion.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Fires to the right. Another incompletion on third down. The Buffaloes will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's when they'll put it in play. So Clemson's offense will go to work for the first time. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game? The head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see.
They try to pop a run on the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They try to go draw, but there's just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and that the offense has a negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll try to get outside. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside. Defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Much more manageable situation for this offense after the penalty at 2nd and 6. He'll do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Clemson has always loved these quarterbacks who can put pressure on defenses by running the football.
No doubt. And, man, it's such an advantage to have guys that are elusive and electric. They can get outside, and you got a back going one way and quarterback going the other way. Really stretches your defense. And Clemson has been ahead of the curve, and they've been on this for a long time.
Pressure coming. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. That is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. Colorado has the ball. Buffalo's hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given up 1.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4 points.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Going for it all. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the left. That'll be enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 48. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw it again. He finds his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Wolf. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
When they pick up the first against zone coverage, the biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your high...
Touchdown, Clemson! A great catch and run for 6.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Trying to find his man on first down. A strike downfield. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And they get the sack right out of the gate.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
coming after him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good, just great.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Pocket starts to collapse. On the move at the 30. Quarterback gets past the marker. And how about that run? A huge gain and the slide at the end. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. And at least they keep him out of the end zone. He's on the 3. Clemson jumps to the line. On the move, it's Turner. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He'll return it from around the 50. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Turner. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. 1st and 10, they're down to the 25. He's going to pass. And that pass picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. Powers through. The 10. Running free. Going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Turner. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. Let's see what they've got on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay.
And the ball's loose in the backfield. And the defense snatches it, and they reverse the field.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached. Teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They're trying to get to him. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He breaks a tackle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
To the ground with the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Movement here from the tight end. They turn to the passing game on third and short. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. It is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. It's Delgado. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Off the play fake. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Nothing but green ahead. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2.
Brought down near the 6-yard line. It's now second and goal.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Fires to the end zone. And he intercepts it.
That's how you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on it.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Buffaloes! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times...
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And that one's incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Takes a hit as he fires. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Fires to the right. He's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And the Buffaloes headed quickly to the line.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Went to the running game on 1st down, now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short.
just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll start this drive with a pass. Looking deep. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking down the middle. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
The defense has had some bad stuff happen to them today, but one bright spot for them has been the pass rush. They've shown the ability to get after the opposing quarterback.
The play-action fake. Now rolling to the left. Going to try to get it himself. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, picked off. Got room on the return. The 20. Touchdown, Tiger. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity.
Unloads it downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, this guy's going to make catches all over the field. That time he lined up all the way to the left side, and he was able to cross the entire field to make a catch on the right side. Defense lost track of him, and it ended up being a big play.
Caught on the outside, it's Turner. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Oh, what a move. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. He got it. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report.
The Buffaloes will kick it away to start the second half. Fair catch called for and made. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Gathers.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll try the left side. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
It's a nice run there to get the first down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
They'll put the tight end in motion. The give to the back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Got a man. It's Gathers. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up for the first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll leave it with him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside. Defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Wide out in motion. He'll come out throwing on first down. It's complete to the left. Only in the hops.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Appalachian State is ahead in this one, and we've seen this program pull off some incredible wins over the years, but they're not there yet. They're up by 7 over Washington State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll start this drive firing. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. And it's funny, you know, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
They're bringing heat. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Not 1, not 2, 3 sacks in a row. This defense is swarming all over the place. The offense might want to change something up.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that line.
Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
21.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Getting some heat. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Moves away as he feels pressure. Across the 25, he's got room. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
This has got to be frustrating if you're the offensive coordinator because you've had receivers open down the field, just haven't had time to get them the football. This defense doing an outstanding job with their pass rush.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. The comeback on target. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking... Sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Third and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Line gets set, first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. The throw to the outside is complete. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Smashes through. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Really nice run there by the Tiger quarterback. And, you know, even the great passers like Trevor Lawrence, remember that great run he had in the postseason against Ohio State? That's a staple of the Tiger attack.
Yeah, that was a 50-plus yard run, and they needed it the most. And that's what you've seen. When the offense doesn't have answers to a lot of other things, they always got the running quarterback. And especially in those critical situations, you see it when they get in the red zone. It's going to be a big area on 3rd down. When I need it, this QB can make things happen.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the move to his left. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Got his man downfield. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Clemson will send the punt team out. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field, looking for a productive play on 1st down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. With the catch, it's Delgado. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really makes you very predictable.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Just a short pass to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Pulls it in. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but is able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
To the air on first down. Trying to get to it. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Fires one high and deep. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Running back searching for a hole. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah,
and he can't escape, and down he goes.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
Well, this guy must feel like he's running to a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
And the Buffaloes want to crank the tempo. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Looking to throw it again. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Bucks! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see you got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it. puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms, in all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Looking to move it through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Burden. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quickly to the tight end. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Lofts one deep down the right side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
You know, I feel for this offense. If they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some 1st downs and march down the field.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Burden. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting it forth.
Finds a man on the right. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Offense set on 1st down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Tackled, but he has a first down.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that were being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.